Today on the channel, we're talking about giants. Ring giants, that is. Classic superstar ring giants. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for our continuing Jakks deep dive reviews of the Classic Superstars series. And today we've got something totally different. We've got the Jakks Class Superstars Ring Giant series. Thought we'd do a little break in between as we just finished up the 2-packs. We're going to start on the 3-packs. You guys know we already got the single-carded releases done. And then we still got all the exclusives. 2-packs, 3-packs, single-carded exclusives to go through. We've got some of the miscellaneous stuff. We've got some of the box sets to talk about. We still got the Deluxe Aggression Classic Superstars. A long way to go on the channel still. Starting next week, we'll hit it the 3-packs. But this week, we're doing the Ring Giants. As I forgot, I buried my 3-packs as I'm doing some construction in the toy rooms. You guys know I got contractors coming in, things like that, getting prepared for that. A lot of my collection is blocked off right now, and actually I blocked off the 3-packs. I said, uh-oh. So we're calling an audible. I'm going to do 1 week of the Ring Giants. Next week we'll get into the 3-packs and go from there and see where we go after the Ring Giants, after the 3-packs. We'll see where we go. But this is going to be a fun one. So let's talk a little bit about Jakks Class Superstars, the Ring Giants. I remember getting these at Toys R Us back in the day. Seems like Toys R Us were the only place that carried these. They possibly could have been an exclusive, but for some reason I feel like Target might have had these. But primarily Toys R Us is where I remember them. And I don't remember these guys flying off the shelves so much. Like a lot of the Ring Giants and some of the ancillary stuff out there that Jakks released, not just in the classic line, but other regular lines. These were kind of an afterthought a little bit, and I think a lot of people, most people I would assume, slept on these. And I had to get these back in the day. I had an Ultimate Warrior. I had the Piper. The Dibiase, I said, I don't want it. But then, 3-4 years ago, whatever it was, 2 years ago, we always talk about it. Time, I don't know it anymore. I picked up the Dibiase to finish the set off. We'll talk about all these like we always do. But like I said, these were at Toys R Us. Very easy to get. Not very hard. They never really caught on, so that's why we only got one series of these, and that's all it was, thankfully, because, if they would have had 50 of these like the traditional one in the classic line, where are you going to put all those? I just don't know if that would have really worked out sales-wise. Honestly, if you couldn't make it work with Dibiase, Warrior, and Piper, if the sales really must not have been where they wanted them to be, or else they would have came out with more. I just think the classic fan wasn't really looking for this size, but for one and done set, it's all right. We're going to do it like we normally do it. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. So here it is. The man, the myth, the legend, the Ultimate Warrior. Easily the greatest ring giant of all time. Hands down. Hands down. One good fun note on this one is the Ultimate Warrior, you guys know, or maybe you don't know. We'll talk about it more when we get into the exclusives, the limited edition stuff. The Ultimate Warrior was a smart businessman. One of the smartest wrestling businessmen of all time. He said to Jakks, yeah, you can have my likeness. Yeah, you can make figures of me, but what I want you to do is produce some figures just for me in very, very small quantities, very small numbers. Most people know about the single-carded classic releases of Ultimate Warrior that were exclusive to him. Top dollar. Those things are expensive. Like I said, we'll talk about those down the road. But he also had a ring giant made for himself that he sold. I know they were selling on eBay for a couple $1,000s for a long time. I remember there was one time years ago, it was a fairly good deal. I want to say around $1,000. I was very tempted to pull the trigger. Never did. I probably should have, because I think all those Warrior exclusives are out of my price budget and my realms of sanity, most likely, unless something happens one day. I don't know. But there is another one of these. Got a title belt, all that fun stuff. Really cool looking figure. Hey, I'd love to have it in my collection, but probably not going to happen. I can live with just having this one. So I wanted to put that caveat at the beginning here. But this one's pretty solid. I remember this one being the most popular of the three, as I don't remember him on clearance in my area. You guys tell me in the comments if he was on yours. The other two definitely went to clearance in my local Midwest Toys R Us's. But very big, much like the other Ring Giants in the traditional lineup. Same packaging, same kind of flavor, a lot of the same body style, a lot of reuse with these. But very big, beautiful window on these guys. And then you got the Classic Superstars black with the gold lettering, which I think is the nice touch. As you can imagine with these figures, they get beat up pretty big. Bigger box, get dinged corners, all that kind of stuff. I remember vividly seeing not just the traditional, but also the classic Ring Giants with the torn plastic. The plastic had been punctured in the store. Just tough to keep these in 100% mint condition. As far as I know, there is no like case to put these in. Maybe there is, but I have never seen one. So that's just one note. These are tough to get in good shape, especially after all these years sitting around getting damaged and stuff. To get a mint box Ring Giant of any kind isn't as easy as it used to be, that's for sure. But there it is. Got the traditional Classic Superstars logo down there. You got Ultimate Warrior's name. A lot of detail on this figure. I love the colors. Warrior being one of the most colorful characters of all time. Got some good colors, face paint, all that fun stuff on it. Kind of the crazy box here. You got Ultimate Warrior on the side, just like a traditional Classic Superstars figure. And then on the other side, you got the old glamour shot. We love it so much. Look at that hair. That just screams late 80s, 90s hair. Hopefully I can get there. Maybe in another year I'll look just like that. I'll start wearing face paint in my videos. It's going to be great. Got the whole lineup down below. Roddy Piper, Ted DiBiase, Ultimate Warrior. Got a little glamour shot up top, just like the traditional Classic Superstars. I really like this. Some people don't count this as part of the Classic Superstars complete set, but I kind of feel you have to. Everybody's got different rules. My rules is, hey, it's got the Classic Superstars logo on it. You have to have it in your possession one way or the other. There you go. Now let's see what it says about the Ultimate Warrior. I should say the top there. You got the window to let the light in. Nothing on the bottom, and we'll just count that for all of them. Let's read the back of the packaging here. It says, watch for more of your favorite Classic Superstars from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Ring Giants, 14-inch posable action figure. Ultimate Warrior debuted 1987, 275 pounds, 6'3". Finishing move, the Warrior Splash, the Warrior Gorilla Press Slam. Titles, WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and of course his favorite quote, always believe. So very beautiful on that. We love the Ultimate Warrior here on the channel. He's our favorite on the channel. This is a must-have in the collection. I did have a loose one of these that I sold 10 years ago or so. I don't know why I did that. I don't know what came over me to sell that, but I did. I probably need a loose one of these days. Maybe I'll play a little more of the long game. You know, it's been, what year did this come out? Let's see. See if I can find it here. Why do I not see? Oh, 2005. So it's only been 16 years. So yeah, 16-year long game. We'll keep playing it. I'll get a loose one day. So there it is, the old Ultimate Warrior. Next up, we've got the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. All right, we continue on with the Jakks Class Superstars Ring Giants. This time, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. One of the greatest characters ever in the old school WWF, WWE. And one definitely deserved of being in the Class Superstars line. As you guys know, we got many a Ted DiBiase in the Classics line. You got a single-carded release. You got a 2-pack with Virgil. You had a deluxe aggression. You had this one. You had the boxed exclusive with the mini $1 million title. No stranger to the Classic Superstars line. Interesting that they went with these three, though. Ultimate Warrior Piper, Ted DiBiase. Kind of makes you wonder why DiBiase. Nothing against DiBiase, but you know, could they have done a different character or not? But I like this one. This is a lot different than the other ones in the line, and we'll talk about it here. And there's some strangeness with this one, and I don't know if the question has ever been asked. I don't know if it's ever been answered, if it has been. But we're going to answer, or we're going to ask, I should say. We're going to ask the tough questions here. There's some controversy with this one, and I don't recall it ever being talked about. But let's do it. Let's look at the packaging first. There's old Ted. Look at that silver suit. That thing will blind you. You better wear sunglasses. That's how shiny that is. He's got his $1 million title up there, which is an awesome touch. That's a one and done right there. They made it for just this figure. They never used it again for anything else that I'm aware of. But Ted looks really cool in a suit. Almost more of a doll than a ring giant. I mean, this classifies as a big-time doll, really. I will note, though, at least in my era, you guys tell me about yours. This one was the one that hung around the longest and did go to clearance, and it was on the pegs, beat up, damaged for a long, long time. So this was the least popular of the three by far in my area. Side, you got the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. You got that maniacal laugh on Ted DiBiase right there. Nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom. Let's take a look at the back, and first thing you notice, that huge glamour shot, and then you notice it below, too, in the three that are shown. What's different about Ted Dibiase? He's got the green suit, that traditional green suit that, we've seen it made in many times. We've seen it in Mattel Basic. We've seen it in the Hasbro line. We've seen it in the Jakks Class Superstars line. We even saw it in the Jakks Adrenaline series. So that green is pretty common in Ted Dibiase land. But it's interesting, they made silver and gold instead of the green and white. Why did that happen? Why the change? What went on there? Is there this green one out there somewhere? Is there a prototype? Who has it? Where is it? Just a lot of unanswered questions of why this came to be. I don't know if the silver was cheaper to produce. The silver seems like it's a lot more expensive, pricey. It's got that metallic flake to it kind of stuff. Very, very interesting. After all these years, I don't know if I've ever seen that answer. Maybe somebody has the answer. Who knows? But there it is on the back. Get the lineup down below, all that fun stuff. Let's read what it says about Ted Dibiase. All right. Debuted 1976, 240 pounds, 6'3". Finishing move, the $1 Million Dream. Titles, WWE Tag Team Champion, $1 Million Champion, and King of the Ring. Now, was he really King of the Ring? Why do I not remember that at this point in time? Ted Dibiase, King of the Ring. It must have been an early one. And maybe we talked about this on one of the single-carded ones. Maybe somebody made a comment, but for some reason I just can't remember that. But now I kind of feel like somebody made a comment on one of the other videos saying he was. Either way, he's been the King of the Ring. So the box says, and the Jakks would never lie to us. Favorite quote, every man has his price. That's true. I mean, I got a price. I don't really want to sell this, but you come in with a hot offer, hey, I might take it. Everybody's got their price. Buy my whole collection. I'll come at me with a hot offer. I'll sell the whole thing. You guys just got to get the hot offer. So there it is. A really interesting one. Some questions remain. Has anybody ever seen the green suit? Did it ever get released? I don't think it did. But who has that prototype? Why was it changed? Nobody knows. Maybe we'll just find out one day. I don't know. But there he is, Ted Dibiase. Let's hit up old Rowdy Roddy Piper. All right, the final piece of the puzzle of the Ring Giants Classic Superstars, I believe Toys R Us exclusive, Rowdy Roddy Piper. Love Roddy Piper. This kind of harkens back to the old school LJN days. If you guys remember those big, tall LJNs, they made Hulk Hogan, they made Roddy Piper. I had the Piper as a kid. I did not have the Hogan. I didn't want the Hogan. I wanted the Piper. I've always liked some of the badder guys, and Piper was always one of my favorite wrestlers. Kind of gives me that feeling to that day. That one, he had the skirt and the soft goods. I always felt this Roddy Piper, though, was missing. It should have had his Hot Rod shirt. I think that was a big miss. The kilt is great, but we should have had the Hot Rod shirt. I don't know why that wasn't put in there. I'm sure budgetary reasons for the line, but I think that would have really taken this one to the next level, and I truly feel this would be a lot more valuable. It's fairly valuable now, depending on what you think valuable is. Could have been a lot more valuable, I think, with the Hot Rod shirt. Would have been a lot more iconic of a figure. Still good. I still like it. I still enjoy it. But like I said with Ted Dibiase, this one, outside of Ted, Warrior sold. Ted and Roddy had some struggles selling on the pegs for this one, unfortunately. I remember seeing him on clearance back in the day. I believe that's when I finally picked him up on clearance at Toys R Us. So there it is. Let's take a look at the packaging like we did with the other two. Got that classic logo down there. You got Rowdy Roddy Piper. There he is, locked in. He's got the ties holding him in. Doesn't say anything else. 14-inch posable action figure. 13 points of articulation on these guys. 13. Looks good. I always like the face on this. I think it looks like Piper. Kind of the Mountie feuding days of Piper. We got Rowdy Roddy Piper there. And a little glamour shot action there. Nothing on the top and bottom. And then you got the back. There's the whole lineup below. Glamour shot of Piper there. And then up top, we'll read about it. Got the Classics logo, WWE Legends logo, all that fun stuff. UPC down below. Let's see what it says about the old Hot Rod. Debuted 1972, 231 pounds, 6 foot tall. Finishing move, the Sleeper. Titles, WCW United States Champion, WWE Intercontinental Champion. So there it is, Rowdy Roddy Piper. A very cool figure. A very cool one. I think it got a bad rap. I hated seeing it go into clearance and damaged and pinging around the clearance aisles at Toys R Us back in the day, but that's the way it goes. Even some of our favorites hit the clearance aisle from time to time. But there is technically, for me, there's one more. There's the Forgotten Ring Giant, and I thought we'd talk about it. Now, it is technically not a Classic Superstars ring giant. I think it basically missed it by 1 year, and I think that has to do with Hulk Hogan signing with Jakks later on. But we have a Jakks Hulk Hogan ring giant that would have easily fit in to the classic ring giant set. But like I said, I think they missed it by just a year with contracts and everything else. So I did get this back in the day because I really felt it fit. Even though, like I said, does not have the Classics logo or anything like that. But we thought we'd throw it in here as just a little bonus. But there's the old Hulkster there, looking only like Hulk can look. It is more of a modern day Hulk Hogan figure. But we did, I believe, get one very similar in the single carded series with these tights on. So there you go. A little different packaging here is you got the glamour shot on the side, glamour shot on the other side. So the other one's stuck to the Classic Superstars formula. And then on the bottom, you got a little bit of stuff where it was blank on the Classics. And then you got the back. Look at that. Promoting everybody back here. RVD, Batista, Cena, and Hogan. The big four, really, if you ask me. It really is like the Metallica, the Anthrax, the Megadeth, and the Slayer of the wrestling world. There you go. RVD's the Anthrax for sure. And you know Hogan, he played bass in Metallica. Or turned it down. We all know how that went. But there it is. This is from Series 7 of the old Ring Giant series. So I thought we'd throw that one as a little bonus, a little Easter egg for the set. So there it is. Tell me your thoughts on Ring Giants. Were you a kid during this time, 2004, 2005, 2006? Were you buying the Ring Giants to play with? A little too big to play with in my mind, but maybe some of you guys did out there. Did you get these classic ones? Did you pass? Do you remember them? Tell me your comments on the Jakks Classic Superstars Ring Giants, or any Ring Giants for that matter. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I say it all the time. Hit your old notification bell. We got classic videos every single week and then some, and a whole lot more. So stay tuned to the channel. Next week we're going to hop into the 3-packs. Should be an interesting time. Smaller sets, so they won't be as long of a video, but we'll have stuff to talk about, I am sure. So stay tuned for next week, Jakks Classic Superstars, the 3-packs. So for the Ring Giants Classic Superstars Edition, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.